Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to a little video that I'm doing tonight. This is just going to be a couple minutes. I just wanted to show everybody an idea that I had for a do-it-yourself RDA slash mech mod slash box mod holder slash organizer. I got this idea. Let me take a vape. I got this idea from my little desk area here, my man cave, whatever you want to call it. Was just overflowing with vape stuff, with RDAs. The biggest mess was I don't mind the juice up here, but I would go to grab a bottle of juice and I would have 15 different RDAs upside down, like so, standing on their drip tips or either on the 510 screw on the bottom, just barely standing up. And I would touch one with a bottle of juice, and then 20 of them would fall on my desk or whatever. And it'd just be every time I'm going to work or something, I'd grab a bottle and knock everything over. So it got frustrating. So going back and forth to the tobacco shop that's by my house, it's also a vape shop, cigar slash vape shop. It's kind of cool. I always see these old cigar boxes and these old cigar humidors that have all these little storage spots for all of your cigar cutter, your lighter, pipes and everything. So I asked the kid that works there, hey, what do you guys do with those? They just throw them away. Some of them they give away, some of them they sell for like $2 a piece. This one was like $3, I think. So take another vape. So yeah, that's it. This is I guess you could call it a do-it-yourself RDA mech mod holder, and it's a reclaimed cigar box. So just looking at it, you'll see just a regular cigar box. Didn't really do anything to the outside at all. But when you open it up, you will see all of my RDAs, a couple mech mods. I've got the Tesla Dragon mech mod and the Mutation in there. I do have one too many. Check that out. So yeah, it holds 9. It holds my TF V4, my tank, and then it holds another 8 RDAs on top of that, or tanks, whatever your preference is, and then a couple mech mods as well. So that's it. And I can actually, these are kind of propped up right now, as you can see, the RDAs are. But I can actually push those down, like so. And then I can do that with all of them, and nothing will fall out. Like, these things are really sturdy, really in there well. So if you travel or whatever, it'll be safe. Nothing will get knocked around. Everything will stay, stay nice and packed in there. So anyway, I'll just tell you real quick on how I did it. Very simple. It took me, I'm not an artistic, creative person whatsoever, but I had this idea before I did it, and I just kind of went out and spent 10, 20 bucks on the stuff to do it, and did it. So all you're going to need to do this is your cigar box, or whatever type of case or box you want to use, and then they sell, like at Michael's or whatever your craft store is. They sell these little sheets of black foam. They're about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch thick, and that's what I use. They're really super dense, very, very dense, almost like a rubber, like a cross between rubber and foam. So I got 3 or 4 of those. Cut out the shapes of the RDAs, trimmed them out within. Let me show you what you're going to need. So you'll need to buy 3 or 4 of those foam sheets, your cigar box. You're going to want to get some type of craft crazy glue, or you could use probably a glue gun that has some type of fabric glue sealer or whatever, or epoxy, something like that, something that's going to hold fabric and foam together and hold it to wood. So far, this fabric, it's called Craft Crazy Glue, has worked great, and it's been a few weeks. And I'm pretty rough with my stuff, and it's been absolutely fine. So your foam pads, an X-Acto knife, which is just a couple bucks, Pretty simple. The crazy glue, and then whatever you want to use for your lining, which in my case was like this crushed velvet. And so that's it. So it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You take your foam pads, cut out the shapes of your mods and your RDAs, and then you'll want to trim them out after you make the initial outline of them, and then you'll do that 3 times, 4 times over, however thick you want it in your box. Glue all those together. Trim those out to the exact shape of the box. Press them down in there. You can glue that down as well. I did mine so tight it didn't need to be glued, so it was fine. I did glue the actual pads together, but I didn't glue it into the box. That's it. Make sure everything fits before you put your fabric on top. I decided, I've had a couple buddies say, oh, your fabric's not tight enough, you know, it needs to be tighter, it's kind of loose. I wanted to go with that kind of loose look. That's just what I want to do with mine. If you want it tighter, you can easily stretch it out tighter, press it down, and yeah, it works great. So what you also want to do is after you trim this to be about to trim your fabric, which you can, I got this at Joann's, and I think I got like 5 by 3 feet of it for $5 or something. I don't remember, just a few bucks, really cheap. It's not real velvet. They do have real velvet, and that's more like 10 or 15 bucks a yard or something like that. But this was just a few bucks. So anyway, and you don't want to be leaking. You're going to leak, some juice is going to come out on this, so you don't want to be using real velvet or whatever, in my opinion. You can also cover this top part if you wanted to. I threw a sticker up there, that 5-pound sticker, just because. But anyway, yeah, once you put your fabric on top, you want to take your RDAs and your mech mods and press them down in there so you have enough excess fabric down in there, so you don't want to glue it too tight, then you can't press anything down. So once everything's measured out correctly, what I did was I just folded a lip of the fabric over, put the glue on the interior of the box, and then pressed that lip up against it, and it sealed pretty well in there. Like I said, it's been a few weeks, if not a month. Nothing has come loose. I will tell you, this thing is very heavy. I mean, it's super heavy. But that's it. If you want to do it, I mean, you could probably do it for 10, 20 bucks, and to me, this looks a lot cooler than having like a wire mod rack or something like that, or a spice shelf with your mods in it or something like that. It's kind of cool. You know, they go hand in hand. Vaping, you know, cigar smoking, quit smoking cigars, cigarettes, whatever, vaping. So it's just kind of a cool way to use a reclaimed, cool looking old cedar cigar box. That's it. Have a great night.